What's up guys, my name is Jake. Just down the road from Disney Springs sits the entrance for the Bonnet Creek Resorts, which actually takes you outside of Disney property and brings you to several hotels built in partnership with Disney. What stands now is an eventuality. Before, actually a long time before, there was a master plan for this area that took a long time to partially come to fruition. While Brennen and I were in Orlando a few months ago, we wanted to take a look at what was planned, what was built, and what's to come. This is Disney's never-built Bonnet Creek Resorts. For as long as Disney has owned property in Florida, there's always been this area just east of the Caribbean Beach Resort, in between I-4 and Disney, that was privately owned. That was until the early 90s, when Disney had reached a deal with the parcel's owner to create a new, leased resort area called the Bonnet Creek Resorts, named after the actual creek that runs through the property. By 2000, a developer had been signed on and the master plan was drawn, showcasing 5 separate hotels, 2 of which being timeshare resorts and a golf course. Construction on the main road began in 2002 with Fairfield, which later turned into Wyndham, on a 1,500 unit timeshare resort, and the first phase opened in 2004 with 2 buildings. The rest of the Bonnet Creek Resort area had its infrastructure already set in place, with roads, electrical, and land cleared, all ready for the coming hotels to complete the master plan. But then, well, nothing. The land now cleared for these brand new hotels sat empty for years. The combination of the stalling economy and stalling tourism market, along with there being little demand for upscale hotels, just left the golf course and hotel sites abandoned. So this is the original map. You can see that these 2 resorts is where we're standing. Where we're standing is right about here. This is where the Hilton is and this is where the Waldorf is. And you can see that road that came right along the retention pond. And right now, you can see the Waldorf Astoria and the Hilton are the 2 resorts that eventually came to fruition, came to be built as the 2 resorts. And they took over what was the abandoned golf course that was right here. After 4 long years, Hilton had finally announced 2 new hotels would be taking the abandoned sites and golf course land. However, the already built road leading to these sites and the roundabout were removed in favor of Hilton's site plans. This is where the first resort would have been built. Right here you can see the Wyndham, and right where we're standing right now is where the road would have came out over this way, and the 2 resorts would have been built right here, just like where the Hilton is right now. So we don't know, but this is what I'm speculating, right? See how this side of the curb right here is kind of a beige color, and then this side, it splits off right here and then cuts down that way. It's kind of just plain gray. What I'm thinking is that this portion was torn up when they were planning on putting the Hilton there, and as the road was completely torn apart and replaced with all the landscaping. And I think that this section of road that extends all the way down to just about where the new entrance is, it was all taken out and replaced with what is here now. You can kind of see where the old meets the new of where this resort was going to be. Right here, if you can imagine, the road coming off the main drive down that way would have come straight down this way, and you would have turned your car, you would have parked your car right into where the hotel would have been right here. Wyndham also expanded its property following the Hilton, which just left 2 properties furthest out vacant. A very long road led up to what seemed just like an empty, clear-cut piece of land. But in the original master plan, a 12.6-acre timeshare resort and an 11-acre hotel was supposed to be built. But like most of the projects at first, the land was abandoned. I'm wondering why they chose the site so far away from where the new resorts are in the master plan. Well, this is why. It is literally all swampland in between those resorts and the end of the road down here. But don't worry guys, just keep trotting.
Thanksgiving festive.
So why is this here?
It's for Thanksgiving, bro.
So weird. Okay, so we came out to the edge of the property thinking that this was going to be vacant land, but to our surprise, our legitimate surprise, there's actually work going on out here. It's from what it looks like, they're either clearing land back there, clearing dirt, smoothing out the land, and then there's what looks like pilings. They're drilling into the ground pilings for a foundation or something along those lines. So before this hotel started construction, you used to be able to walk back here and everything, but obviously that now there's construction workers on site, not allowed to. But you can see that large mound of dirt back there of what I'm assuming was when they were clearing the land initially. That's where they pushed all the dirt for the resort that was supposed to go here. Stuff is happening. There's actually a hotel being built here, which is like the continuation of the plan that happened so long ago, and it's actually happening now.
And there was nothing online. This is a complete surprise.
No, there's literally nothing. I had no idea that Marriott was building a hotel out here. What's actually being built there is kind of odd. A brand new 516-room JW Marriott hotel is being built on the 11-acre parcel and expected to be completed in 2020. Why I find this kind of odd is because there's already a Ritz-Carlton and JW Marriott hotel in Orlando, roughly 6 miles away. I don't really understand how Marriott plans to fill another 500 ultra-premium hotel rooms at around $350 a night, if not more because it's Marriott. But I guess there's lots of demand for premium hotel rooms in Orlando? I don't know. Now that just leaves the empty parcel of land next to the new JW, abandoned and vacant. I'm almost positive in the coming years someone is going to build something there. However, right now, it's the last remaining remnant of the extremely slow progression of the Bonnet Creek master plan. I've actually stayed in the Wyndham once or twice as a kid, and a few times in the Hilton, that one being one of my favorite hotels in Orlando. And it's kind of interesting to think about everything that just led up to this being built. The fact that for the longest time, the master plan didn't exactly pan out immediately due to economics, and that roads and landscaping were built only to be completely removed just a few years later, is just really fascinating to me. From the very beginning of the project in 2002, the master plan of Bonnet Creek is still not finished. I guess in the end, most of the resorts promised in Bonnet Creek were eventually built. It just took them 18 years to do it. Thanks for watching, guys.